You know, something I was thinking about. I mentioned that Detroit, even though it takes place 19 years in the future, it's a lot of the things they talk about are basically contemporary, modern day. And I just realized there's no fake future slang in this. It's always the case that when you see like a movie or a video game or something that's in the future, they have made-up slang. And Detroit doesn't have that. Like, Days Gone just came out. They call zombies freakers. And, like, no one would do that. That's a stupid nickname. But they do it in that game. Detroit really doesn't have any fake slang. Like, no one calls the android... Like, they call the androids plastic, but that's because they're made of plastic. There's no, like, derogatory phrase that anyone uses for them, really. I'm trying to think of what would be good fake slang for this. I am seeing some people mentioning that there is red ice. That is true, but of course that's a drug that doesn't exist in the modern day.
Hi, it's good to see you again.
Always good to see you,
Great
Chloe.
To start the weekend with Detroit.
There's no better way to start your weekend than a rousing round with Detroit Become Human. Let's start. Like, when someone curses in this game, it shouldn't be a real curse. It should be like a fake curse. Like a curse is generally like a guttural sound that you make, that you can exhale, like a one syllable sound. Like shork. It's like you see a dead body and like Hank will be like, "Ah, shork, we were too late. Would you look at this shorkin' mess?" They don't explain it because they don't have to. Oh, hold on. It's time for business.
Oh, feels like somebody's playing with a drill inside my skull. You sure this is the place?
It's the address in the report.
Right. Okay. Let's get going.
Alright, someone was murdered here at the sex club. We're here to investigate, even though Hank is in no condition for it. Like, I think like Hank being in this condition on the job it's like a serious problem. This is not
Androids in town.
It's not something we can laugh off.
I know why you insisted on coming here.
Well, we remember what the strip club was like in Omicron. Let's see how technology has helped advance David Cage's vision of sex clubs. Okay, let's take a look at the sex droids. Hello.
Connor, the fuck are you doing?
I am looking at the sex droids. Please. Oh, I can't look at any more sex droids, I guess. So even though no one's here, like she's still dancing. There's like no customers. You should probably take a look at this. We're only following Hank. Nothing else we can take a look at, I don't think.
Dead body and an asshole, just what I needed.
You're not really dancing, you're just kind of moving slightly to the music. Like, that's not really a dance. Like, over there, she's, like, getting more into it. You're just sort of, like, moving slightly, but not that much. Hey, how we all doing?
Lieutenant Anderson and his plastic pet. The fuck are you two doing here?
We've been assigned all cases involving androids.
Oh, yeah? Like wasting time. There's some pervert who, got more action than he could handle.
We'll have a look anyway, if you don't mind.
Come on, let's go. It's, starting to stink of booze in here.
Well, I can't say you're wrong about that.
Good night, Lieutenant.
So was he implying that this guy died from too much sex? Because I'm not really sure how else to interpret what he was saying there. All right, let's look at the sex spot. A nosebleed.
Hey! Oh, Connor, you're so disgusting. I think I'm gonna puke again.
I like how Hank has such a problem with that. All right. So what, she took a head trauma? Android examined. So what do you think the weapon was? I don't see a weapon lying around. Well, let's look at the body. Okay. No problems with the heart, aside from it's not beating, but... Okay. Was choked. Okay, so maybe the cop was implying that he was into this, and maybe the choking went on for just a little bit too long. Let's reconstruct this one. Alright, so what's happening here? We could guess that's what was going to be happening. Victim was strangled. Was it consensual strangling? That just went too far?
He didn't die of a heart attack. He was strangled.
Yeah, I saw the bruising on the neck. Doesn't prove anything, though. Could have been rough play.
Not
Missing something here.
Not necessarily deviancy.
You can read the android's memory. Maybe you can see what happened.
I can try.
We haven't actually done that yet. We threatened to do it to that one android that we were questioning, but we didn't actually.
Driver's license says Michael Graham. Credit card, cash in the wallet. Picture of his wife and 2 daughters.
Married man.
I wouldn't want to make that call.
Heading to the android sex club. Tisk tisk. Alright. Let us examine. So I guess the memory is still... Like, the memory storage is still good, even though the android is dead. Oh, we can just reactivate
The way
it.
to access its memory is to reactivate it.
Think you can do it?
It's badly damaged. If I can, it'll only be for a minute, maybe less. I just hope it's long enough to learn something.
Oh, here you go. This thing got disconnected. Let me just reconnect this thing. As good as new. Let's soothe.
Calm down. Everything's all right.
Well,
All we want is to know what happened.
Is he dead?
facts.
Tell me what happened.
He started hitting me. Again. And again.
Murderer?
Did you kill him?
No. No, it wasn't me.
Pressure.
What else do you remember? Hurry, we don't have much time.
I don't know. I don't... I don't...
Alone?
Were you alone in the room? Was there anyone else with you?
He wanted to play with 2 girls. That's what he said. There was 2 of us.
What model?
What model was the other android? Did it look like you?
kind of fast-forwarded to the last 10 seconds there.
So there was another android. This happened over an hour ago. It's probably long gone.
No. It couldn't go outside dressed like that unnoticed. It might still be here.
Think you could find a deviant among all the other androids in this place?
Deviants aren't easily detected.
Oh, shit. There's gotta be some other way. Maybe an eyewitness, somebody who saw it leaving the room. I'm gonna go ask the manager a few questions about what he saw. You let me know if you think of anything.
Well, I don't know if there was any truth to what Zlotko said, but
You know the victim?
if there was, the Deviant's tracker wouldn't be working, and everyone else's would be.
Come in, do their business, and then go on their way.
You ever had any trouble with androids before?
No fingerprint detected. Please try again.
Oh, we can't get in there.
We lost a model 2-3 months back.
I got a human right here.
Just vanished. We never found out
Oh,
what.
is there anything else I should look at? Need human to access Android. No other yellow points. So let's tell Hank we need his handprint.
Excuse me, Lieutenant. Can you come here a second?
Found something?
Maybe.
Ask Hank.
Can you rent this, Tracy?
For fuck's sake, Connor, we got better things.
Please, Lieutenant. Just trust me.
Hello. A 30-minute session costs $29.99. Please confirm your purchase.
Pay the $30, Hank.
This is not gonna look good on my expense account.
Purchase confirmed. Eden Club wishes you a pleasant experience. Delighted to meet you. Follow me. I'll take you to your room.
Okay, now what?
I just went up to this one randomly. I don't know if this is the Deviant or not. So Hank might have wasted his money, but we'll see. It's not the only sex bot around.
What the hell are you doing?
We got memories. Blue-haired Tracy headed towards the entrance. But of course, she was not looking at the entrance the whole time, now was she? Check next android. Is this the only part that our android has seen? We need to check the next android. So that one went walking off that way towards the door.
It saw something.
What are you talking about? Saw what?
The Deviant leave the room. A blue-haired Tracy. Club policy is to wipe the android's memory every 2 hours. We only have a few minutes if we want to find another witness.
Oh no! Race against the clock. Went towards the door, so we want an android.
What's supposed to do with this one?
Tell it you changed your mind.
Okay, we need...
Sorry, honey, changed my mind.
This one's close to the door. Let's ask Hank.
Let's try this one.
This better be working.
Okay. Doesn't seem like this one saw anything. Well, Hank, I guess that was a wasted $30.
No. I lost its track again.
Is there anyone out here that we can... nope. We cannot go out there. Even though you think it might have gone out. Well, ask Hank. Oh. It turned back into the club. So it didn't leave through the exit. It walked towards, walked towards the back. Yeah, it's still still heading back there.
It saw the blue-haired Tracy. I know which way it went.
Then go for it. We'll never have time to check them all.
Lieutenant,
There are
if you have
androids
a better
everywhere.
idea, I'm all ears.
How are you gonna tell which one saw the Tracy with blue hair?
I know which direction it took. I just need to find another android on its path.
Oh, can I not? Oh, no. No prompt for that? Can I not do the ones in this room? Or do I have to... Is it only the ones in this room? Okay, yeah, there's still just a yellow one there. Alright, did you see it? The same guy from before. Nope. Sorry. Sorry, Hank.
I didn't see anything. I made a mistake somewhere.
This has got to be the most expensive investigation of my career.
How much money have you spent so far? Turned into the red room. Okay. Alright. Getting there. Have you been dancing up here the whole time? That's quite a lot of dancing. There's quite a lot of movement on that dancing.
I didn't see anything. I made a mistake somewhere.
Okay. It turned into the blue room. It's walking all over the place. Alright, blue room. I wish I could, like, walk a little faster. Nope. Sorry, Hank.
No. I lost its track again.
Spent all this money and I'm still not having fun.
Nope.
I didn't see anything. I made a mistake somewhere.
Made mistakes somewhere. But we know it went into this room. Someone has to have seen it. There we go. When it hid in a room next to a sign that says Eating Club. Left the room. Alright, did anyone see the android leave this room? You're right next to it. You're right next to the door. Surely you saw her leave the room. No, you did not.
It's too late. The android's memory had been reset. If one of them saw the Tracy, we'll never know. It's my fault. I should have been faster.
For a second there, I thought you were gonna make yourself useful. Let's get out of here.
Now Hank's opinion of us went down, and he spent so much money. I guess our attempt at locating the Tracy ends right there. Let's see. Considering there was a lot after that. Considering we know what it looks like and where it exactly went, I don't think that we probably could have continued on looking, even if we didn't know exactly which room it was in. We went the aggressive approach. We could have gone maybe passive. Android's memories are reset. Only 10% ran out of time. So we failed the mission. If we succeeded the mission, then we would have done this, and then leads to this and this. So we did miss a whole lot of that. Oh well, that's how the way things go, I guess, in Detroit. We got a car. Well, oh, it's autonomous. We're just riding in this android car on our way to Canada. So, Luther. Nice weather we're having.
I've never seen snow before. It's pretty.
It's slowing us down. But at least we won't meet any humans along the way.
Humans hate snow. Let's talk about our car.
It's a good thing Zlatko had a car. I wouldn't want Alice out walking in this cold.
I saw it once in the garage. I don't know if Zlatko even ever used it.
And we're heading to Canada, I guess was the last thing we said.
These people we're going to see. How do you know about them?
Overheard androids Zlatko captured. They said they were humans helping androids across the border.
What if it was a lie? Or just another trap?
All I know is those androids believed it. Until Zlatko killed them.
So we're operating on Zlatko information. Don't know how trustworthy that is.
This doesn't look good.
Stay inside, Alice.
Kind of like how there's like a larger space inside the car and the front seats turn backwards. A nice little area in there. All right, you think the car would tell us what's wrong? Didn't say anything. Well, there's the problem right there. There's no engine. Luther, would you look at that?
I don't know. Continue on foot, I guess.
It's 30 degrees. Alice won't make it. We have to find somewhere to spend the night.
There's nowhere we can stay around here, Carol.
I don't know. It's a desolate, snowy area. I'm sure there's like some sort of, I don't know, mansion out in the middle of the woods we could find, probably with friendly occupants. Gotta find shelter. Can we see shelter in any direction? There is a sign over there. I guess we could go take a look at it. I like how the car just pulled over without actually saying that anything was wrong. You'd think it would be able to self-diagnose. Pirates Cove Amusement Park. Well, amusement park. There you go. Kids love amusement parks.
Over there.
Pirate Cove.
We need to find shelter. We have to get out of the cold.
Looks like it's been abandoned for a while.
I mean, not just abandoned. It looks like it's collapsing. Like, it has the impression that people just left real quick and left everything to rot. That's always a good impression to have. Hey, how you doing? You work here?
Welcome to Pirate Island, me hearties. You're gonna have a whale of a time. Welcome to Pirate Island, me hearties. You're gonna have a whale of a time.
He promises we're going to have a whale of a time. I have no reason not to believe him. It seems like a fun place. Sweep. I'm here by the ship being dragged down by a kraken. Is there any place that looks like it could be some good shelter? Well, Kara is not commenting on anything that she's seeing there. So let's just head on back out. Oh, there's a yellow spot over there. Look at a skeleton, like, poking out of the barrel. That's fun.
Beware! Danger always comes when least expected.
Well, that's frightening.
Find anything?
No. No place we could spend the night.
Well, I mean, even if we could fit in there, would we want to? It's not exactly shelter.
This place is falling apart.
Not falling. It's fallen. It has falled.
It's not going to be easy to find shelter.
So do you think that, I don't know, kids just weren't into the idea of a pirate-themed amusement park? Oh, this looks like a shelter place. I mean, the roof is kind of collapsing, but this seems like it could be shelter-ish. Alright, maybe let's go find a door. Oh, the door's boarded up. Why would they bother doing this? Use my android strength? Oh, wait, I don't have super android strength. Luther is very strong, though.
Here we go.
So, Luther's large, and he looks muscular, but he is an android, so he doesn't actually have muscles, really. Was he given, like, more hardware to be stronger?
I'll get a fire going.
How does that work? Oh, but enough about that. We don't have to worry about it. What we do have to worry about is that the USS Iowa is missing. Also, Canada is where the air is clean and the welcome is always warm. We can discover the landscapes and the wild and discover Canada. Let's see. The destroyer-class submarine, the USS Iowa, has disappeared in polar waters. An inquiry is underway, but President Warren has made no secret of her suspicion that the Russians are behind. You know, you wouldn't have an apostrophe S. It would just be an S. Russian aggression has reached a new level. America must respond. The Kremlin has yet to release a statement beyond a blanket denial of any involvement.
Fire here. That way we won't be smoked out.
But Luther, the Russian diplomat Nabokov, pointed out that a U.S. destroyer-class submarine has no business being in the Arctic anyway. Security expert Ben Williams described the situation as a war waiting to start. And then in Gossips Weekly, is President Warren too close to CyberLife? But more importantly, an all-Android band tipped for music prize. Fans scream! Traditionalists weep. Cybersecurity expert warns your Android could be hacked. Let's see. Here For You, the latest all-Android boy band to be marketed by Detroit record label Digital Harmony, is hotly tipped to scoop Best New Artist at the Celebrate Music Awards. A public letter jointly signed by a dwindling number of human-only record labels urged Digital Harmony to withdraw the band from consideration at such award ceremonies, citing the erosion of artistic merit in music. I think Here For You was mentioned at some point earlier in the game. I think someone mentioned that. Oh, second page. but with less than 5% of the music market now produced by human musicians, the call of traditionalists seemed to be falling on deaf ears. Eh? A spokesperson for the band said, "Here For You is all about bringing joy and happiness to their fans. The music is all that matters to them." Less than 5%? So just like there are basically no humans that are trying to produce music anymore? I don't know. I don't know about that. Oh, gotta check that bag. Nope, that's just the same thing again. That's just the same thing that we just picked up. So, you haven't eaten for days. No problems? All right. Check gun? Neat. Someone just left a gun in here. And offer cookie. Would we want to offer any?
There are some cookies left.
How old are they?
No, I'm not hungry.
Look at this place. That's be years old. Oh, this is Luther's bag. I didn't quite get that. So it's Luther that has a gun, I see. Pirates Cove. Looks like a family that came here back when this place was alive and jumping with people who were just feeling the magic of pirates. Oh, hey, RA9. That unlocks something? Maybe she wants a pillow and and a blanket. Give to child. Can I not? Make a bed. Okay. I guess the logical place would be right here by the fire.
Alice?
Oh, she's thinking about families. Why didn't her father love her?
Do you think we'll be like them someday?
Let's be optimistic about that.
Once we cross the border, we can start over. You can go to school. Maybe I'll find a job. We'll be like them. Like everyone else.
As long as we're together, that's all that matters.
Come on. Let's get you to bed.
Hey, Alice, just occurred to me I never asked you. You're okay with me not bringing you to your mother, right? Like, I didn't really ask you where your mother is. I just started going off to Canada just without... I think that you seem fine with us not trying to find your mother. Luther's just lost in his own thoughts. Bag checked. Alice no, Alice is not tucked. We have to tuck Alice. Let us kiss.
Sleep tight, Alice.
Mwah.
Sweet dreams.
Alice will remember that.
Can you tell me a story, Kara?
I have 9,000 children's stories in memory. I should have one for you.
Let's talk about the unicorn.
This is a story about a unicorn that...
No, not a story like that. Make one up for me.
Doesn't want this unicorn story.
This is a story about a little girl.
Let's talk about being alone.
Who lived alone in a big, old house. She dreamed of being like all the other little girls, but...
She had a shadow inside her.
the shadow that lived within her kept her from being happy. Then, she met a robot.
Unhappy?
Who wasn't very happy either. So they decided to run away together.
Let's talk about this shadow some more.
To escape the shadow that haunted that house. They encountered great dangers along the way, but
They were brave?
they were so brave that they escaped all of them. Along the way, they met
A giant.
a gentle giant
Talking about me?
who promised to protect them.
How does the story end?
Well, of course, we want a happy end.
They reach the place they dream of and live happily ever after.
Stories always have happy endings. But real life isn't like that.
Time to sleep. We have another long day ahead of us tomorrow.
We will make our happy ending, Alice.
Say good night, Luther.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Mwah.
Good night, Alice. Sleep tight.
I don't know, that story didn't even have any choices. She didn't ask Alice if she was red, green, or blue about any of these, about anything that happened in the story. No dolphins exploding into snakes. Nothing like that. Kara has a lot to learn at being a storyteller.
She's a sweet girl.
Yes. She's very brave.
Do you know anything about this RA9?
Have you ever heard of RA9?
RA9 was the first of us to awaken. One day he will rise up and lead our people and set us all free.
Where'd you hear about that?
What if RA9 never comes? What if he's just a story that we tell ourselves to keep each other going?
RA9 exists. I believe in him. I know he's amongst us. When the time comes, we will all see him. Kara, have you ever noticed anything about Alice?
Like what?
No. What do you mean?
All right, we have protect Alice. We have grab gun. We have put out. Why would we want to put out the fire? Well, this has worked for us before. Shoot in the air.
Stop! One more step and I'll shoot!
I don't know if they care about that, though.
Don't be afraid.
Okay.
We don't want to hurt you. We're just like you. Our name is Jerry. We were working here before the park closed. We didn't mean to frighten you, but sometimes humans come to hurt us, so we wanted to see who was there. What are you doing here?
We were looking for shelter for the night. We'll be gone tomorrow.
A little girl. We haven't seen one for a long time. Children used to love to come and see us. She looks sad.
The last few days have been difficult.
We have something to show her. Something fun. She'll love it. Does she want to see?
Oh, I don't think she's in...
Well, she should follow us then.
Alice, I don't know if it's a good idea.
I don't think you have any choice.
Come on, Kara.
Jeez, Jerry. If you didn't mean any harm, then what was with the whole zombie horde act, pounding your way in here? Gotta take care of Alice. Gotta join the Jerrys outside.
Be our guest.
Let's what we got here. Does this have power? All right.
The little one can climb on board. The carousel is about to begin.
Let's help her up. I mean, what child doesn't love a merry-go-round? Is this like the one thing in the park that actually has power running to it? Somehow it looks so sad. Just her on there.
It's the first time I've seen her smile.
She hasn't had much to smile about lately.
I'd be kind of self-conscious if I was Alice. Just like this enormous group of people watching, and I'm the only one on there. But then again, I was a shy child. A smile on her face. Alright, so this was, you know, like it said, a quiet moment at the end there. So that was, you know, a quieter chapter. We thought that we might be in danger, but we actually were not. Let's see, Alice's family, Luther is neutral, but Luther does seem to be, his opinion does seem to be going up. Highway to help. Then talk to Luther. Could have done a couple other things there, I guess. I wonder what else I could have done in the car. The only options I saw was to talk to Luther. Car breaks down, investigate breakdown, scan environment, go inside the cove. In the fun fair, we did everything. Abandoned tavern, enter tavern, inside tavern. Red, USS Iowa, RA9, leaflet starts a fire, all Android banned. There were two other things we could have said. Not many people saw the RA9 writing. Only 26%, so not many people could have talked to Luther about that. Bed for Alice, look poster, talk to Alice, go to bed. Open bag, tell Alice story. 1% of people didn't tell Alice the story. Who are these monsters? Open bag, offer cookie, see gun. Alice is not hungry. Kara notices gun. The shadows attack. 1% grabbed a stick from the fire. 1% put out the fire. Yeah, I wasn't really sure about that. Was the idea that the fire was attracting the Jerrys, so we would put out the fire? Was that the idea? I don't know. But we grabbed the gun, and that seemed like it worked out fine. And the warning shot. Most people questioned. 0% threatened the Jerrys. Attackers reveal themselves as Jerry's back outside. Carousel, Alice on ride. The group enjoyed a quiet moment together. All right, so that was just like a quiet little family moment where we all became closer. This makeshift family unit. And we met some friends, and Alice got to ride the merry-go-round. And I doubt Todd ever brought her to the carnival. I doubt Todd ever let her ride the carousel. So this was a nice little moment. But I think that and we did make it a lot further in this chapter than the last one, which was cut off short because of how long it took me to question sex bots. So this one did go to its end. We'll be taking a 10-minute break, then we'll be coming back as we continue on attempting to become human in Detroit. Alice is going to be riding that carousel all night long. At the end, she'll never want to go on a carousel again. She'll be exhausted. All the Jerrys will just keep saying, why do you want to go on the carousel again? Keep going on the carousel until you're dead. And then it'll turn out it was a horror chapter after all. That's how the Jerrys kill people. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, back to Connor and Hank. Where did Hank go? Debrief with Hank. Is that him over there? Well, anything else? Oh, there he is. He's like yellow over there. Why is he just sitting around? Did he just drive here and get out of the car and just go sit down over there? What's Hank doing? Oh, we could look at something over here. Oh, and you know what it is over here. We have some reading to do. The mysterious Mr. Kamsky, the man of the century. Who is Mr. Kamsky? What happened to the man of the century? In 2028, Elijah Kamsky was our man of the century. His creations have this is the creator of androids. His creations have transformed our world. Androids didn't just revolutionize the economy, they changed the way we live, restructured our family life, and altered the balance of society forever, whether for good or bad. Shortly after, Kamsky had disappeared, ousted as CEO at CyberLife and living in obscurity outside the media glare. The man of the century has left the very world that he recreated. Kamsky's story begins in 2018 when commercial property in Detroit was cheap and attracting many startups. The college graduate bet what little he had on developing an Android prototype and spent years to no avail, until hitting on two breakthroughs, blue blood and biocomponents. All right. So Elijah Kamsky is building his prototype android right now. He hasn't discovered blue blood, but he's building the thing. After unveiling his first working model, which publicly passed face-to-face Turing tests and stunned the world, plans were laid for mass production, and CyberLife rapidly became the most valuable stock in the world. Yet at the peak of CyberLife's powers, when the company was approaching a $500 billion valuation, rumors emerged that Kamsky disagreed with his shareholders over strategy. He later disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Today, sources claim Kamsky is living in a luxurious villa by the water, somewhere on the outskirts of his beloved Detroit, refusing all visitors and spending his time exclusively with androids. And the most interesting question remains unanswered. What is in the mind of the mysterious Mr. Kamsky? All right, so this is the first time we've heard a reference to the creator of androids. Markets predict war. Stock exchange falls 10% on fear of Arctic conflict. The aggregated U.S. stock exchange closed trading 10 points down yesterday, following a string of similarly poor performances in recent events. Financial experts are attributing this poor performance to huge devaluations of consumer stocks as the market continues to bet that America will go to war over the Arctic sooner rather than later. This assessment is supported by healthy performance of military stocks, with aviation and weapons manufacturers enjoying unprecedented growth. Investors are also continuing to favor CyberLife because of its partnership with the Department of Defense to develop and supply military androids. With Russia and the United States continuing to dominate world news, and neither side likely to back down, this market is expected to continue falling. All right, another story about imminent war between the U.S. and Russia, and we keep seeing this. That has to lead somewhere, right? Like, that has to lead to something big in this story, considering how repeatedly we keep getting stories about the imminent war, but that doesn't seem to have much to do with, like, the actual story that we're doing in the game. It's just something that is constantly in the background.
Nice view, huh? I used to come here a lot before.
Before? What do you mean?
Before what?
Hmm?
You said, I used to come here a lot before. Before what?
Before nothing.
Can I ask a personal question, maybe?
Can I ask you a personal question, Lieutenant?
Do all androids ask so many personal questions, or is it just you?
Why are you so determined to kill yourself?
Some things I just can't forget. Whatever I do, they're always there, eating away at me. I don't have the guts to pull the trigger, so I kill myself a little every day. That's probably difficult for you to understand, huh, Connor? Nothing very rational about it.
We're not making any progress on this investigation. The Deviants have nothing in common. They're all different models, produced at different times, in different places?
Well, there must be some link.
Well, what about this RA9?
What they have in common is this obsession with RA9. It's almost like some kind of myth. Something they invented that wasn't part of their original program.
Androids believing in God. Fuck, what's this world coming to?
You seem preoccupied, Lieutenant. Is it something to do with what happened back at the Eden Club?
I wish we had found that girl that killed that guy. Maybe she had a reason. Maybe she was just defending herself.
What would irony be in this situation?
You seem troubled, Lieutenant. I didn't think machines could have such an effect on you.
What about you, Connor? You look human, you sound human, but what are you really?
Maybe let's be defensive.
You know exactly what I am. In any case, I don't see how that's relevant to the investigation.
Nothing else matters to you but your goddamn investigation, huh? No doubts, no mistakes, no weaknesses. Human being just like me, only perfect.
What would cynical be?
I believe your personal issues are clouding your judgment.
But are you afraid to die, Connor?
Maybe it'll be logical.
You shouldn't do that, Lieutenant. Destroying me at this point would deal a blow to the investigation, and have negative consequences for your personal situation.
What'll happen if I pull this trigger? Nothing? Oblivion? Android heaven?
Probably the answer is nothing.
Nothing. There would be nothing. Where are you going?
Get drunker. I need to think.
Path unlocked. I don't think we've seen that message before. Go to the bridge, leave the car, read the articles, talk to Hank. We talked about RA9, Russian roulette. There was a third thing that we did not talk about. Hank draws gun. I was logical. Hank is placated. Hank left Connor alone. What are the percentages here? So almost everyone discussed RA9. Not many people discussed his suicide attempt. Not many people tried to remain logical. Then so there is the possibility of Hank not being placated, and maybe that leads to Hank shooting Connor. At least that's the only thing I can think of that would be the alternate path here. But regardless, he left Connor alone, and Connor remains unkilled. We are still with our original Connor. That was a very short chapter, so I guess that means we're continuing on. All we have to do is touch him. That's all it takes.
You klutz! Pick them up and make it snap!
We can't stay silent anymore. It's time humans heard what we had to say.
You know they'll never listen to us. And revealing ourselves will put us in danger.
If we want freedom, we need to have the courage to ask for it. That's the only way.
What do you want to do?
Channel 16 broadcasts from the Stratford Tower. The control room is on the top floor. That's where we need to go. We'll plan the operation down to the smallest detail. We can't leave anything to chance.
Well, looks like that we cleaned up real nice. Where we get these clothes? Looking good. Okay, request access at reception. So we're going to broadcast our message. It's a pity we can't broadcast the self-awareness virus through the airwaves. Instead of touching an android, we could just broadcast it and then make a mass awakening happen.
Hello, sir. What can I do for you?
I'm okay, thanks.
Give me your hand. Okay, got a smartwatch. Elizabeth Wilson. Water service in her... Oh, no. The important thing is her home address. And the fire safety rating is poor at her home address. Why would her badge just be lying there? She'd kind of have that on you. Okay, so that's the name of her daughter and what school she's at. What will we do with that information? Let's make a call.
Elizabeth Wilson speaking.
Let's talk about the school, maybe.
This is St. Rose School, ma'am. Your daughter Emily has a fever. It's nothing serious, but I think you'd better come and pick her up.
Oh, no. All right. I'll be right there.
Man, we are just finding out all kinds of new abilities about Marcus.
I have an appointment with Mr. Peterson.
Do you have any ID?
Yeah, yes, of course.
Give.
I need your help.
I've just checked your ID. The elevators are after the security gate.
Thanks.
Maybe before we make a move, we could just walk around high-fiving androids. Anything else in there we should look at? Probably not. Let's go to the elevator. I like the elevator. It's just like this big yellow wall. What's this? It's the news. What's happening on the news? It seemed like there was some kind of disaster, but, well, nothing happening right now. How do I activate the oh, no, there we go. Oh, these are the actual elevator. I thought the elevator doors were like these massive things here, like these screens. Well, I hope Marcus has prepared a speech if he's here to, like, give some sort of message to the world. Like, hopefully he wrote it down and was rehearsing it in front... They say that you should rehearse it in front of a test audience, you know? So you can imagine all the androids in Jericho, like, sitting on the floor, and Marcus standing in front of them and practicing his speech and trying not to stutter. Men's bathroom is past the newsrooms. Can I look in there? Yep. That seems like someplace we might want to be. But for right now, we have to pick up the package. Hey, can I touch this? Can I make this thing become human? Because again, it shouldn't matter that it doesn't look human. I should be able to touch it, and it should become self-aware. And I don't know why we can't do things like that. What does it matter if we look human? Okay, so what package has been left here for us? Ah, I see. Fit right in. All right. Yeah, okay, we'll leave the bat. Oh, hello. Hello, human. I am an android who is here to serve you. I work here as not an employee, but as property of the company. No need to pay attention to me. I'm only here to help you and make your life easier. Find the utility android. We did see an android walking around, but I don't know if that's the utility android. Just someone who's just standing right here. Hello, human. Are you looking wistfully out at the snowfall? Man, it's looking real Indigo Prophecy out there. Oh, I saw a yellow thing. Yeah, that's him. Alright, he's fixed. Okay, let's make him alive.
I need your help.
I mean, really, the thing to do is just spend some time, like a month, walking around Detroit, awakening as many androids as you can, but you tell them to keep doing their jobs. So you have an army that's embedded into Detroit society, waiting to strike at your word. See, I'm just thinking we are going about this way too early. Oh, can we see what they have in the vending machine? We can't really zoom in on anything. It's energy bar, candy. It's hard to really see what that is. Sugar chips. Wait, it just wait. The one in the top middle just says sugar chips. Candy for something. Oh, candy for peanuts. That was in the upper left. I wish we could get closer looks at these. Chocolate cloak. Man, I really could go for some sugar chips right now. What about these drinks? And that's harder to see. I cannot really see what the drinks are. It bothers me that we cannot see what these vending machines are serving. Welcome. No hand touching? Oh no, that's North. North is already here.
Shit. We need to access the server room. We have to get rid of those guys.
My favorite part.
Leave it to me.
Attract the guards away. Are we going to seduce them?
You still play poker?
Hello, humans.
Sure. Why? What could happen? Tournament right here. You win. Hell yeah. Does Mike know about this?
Hell yeah.
What do you think? But don't say anything, all right?
Oh, they don't want Mike to come.
Right.
Or maybe Mike would just automatically know. It's hard to tell from that conversation. Alright, these guys are just going to stand here staring at each other while they're thinking about poker. Hack the vending machine. Yes.
Hey, what's wrong with that thing? Jesus Christ, this piece of shit.
Let's beat it up. See? Just start punching it.
All right, you get the platform. I'll take care of the window.
Everything you need is in the bag. Check the door first to make sure no one else gets in.
Okay. We can hack the electronic door. We can't make it alive, but man, we have so many powers now. How did this even happen? There's been zero explanation about our powers. Alright, Suction cups. Are we going to be climbing the outside of the building? Because that's all right. Oh, yeah, that is what we're doing, isn't it?
Here it comes.
Okay, we're not climbing the outside of the building.
Ladies first.
All right, let's ascend. And it says rise right on that. And that's what we're doing, you understand. We are ascending. We're rising. And by doing so, we are gaining our freedom. Both, literally and metaphorically. Let's take out our laser saw. And... just hold it down. No need to tap. Tactical roll.
You okay?
Why wouldn't I be?
Come on, let's get the others.
Man, North, we are somehow really good at this. How do you suppose that happened? I mean, I'm like a home care bot to look after an old man. You were a sex bot, I think. And we are just really good at being criminals. It just turns out. And how did you guys get here? Did you just need us to press that button to get you out?
Let's do this.
How did you all get here? Okay, it's through there. Any magazines or anything we can read before our daring heist? Well, it's not a heist. Technically, we're stealing time on the airwaves, so it kind of is a heist. It occurs to me they never really explained what the meticulous plan was before the chapter. And if they didn't explain it, then it doesn't actually have to make sense. Because anything that just doesn't make sense means it's just a part of the plan we did not know of. You see, we don't know how these two got in that elevator. We don't need to know. If they explained how they were going to get there, then maybe it wouldn't have entirely made sense. Deal with the guard.
We can't take any human lives.
I can't promise that.
This is more important than the lives of 2 guards.
Hell yeah, North. Oh, you know. You know.
Follow me.
Josh does not like this.
What are you doing? Call Central! Fast!
Simon's been shot! I'm okay. I can keep going.
We don't have much time.
Look, we all might have to take a bullet for the cause. If just as long as we can take at least one human down with us, it'll be all worth it. And we have taken down 2. So as far as I'm concerned, this has been a complete success so far. We could just leave right now, and it would be great. We have parts back at Jericho to fix him. No fixing those humans, though.
Keep your hands where I can see them! Get up! Move!
Alright, order the android operators aside. Now just grab the hands.
Shoot him, Marcus!
Don't kill him!
He'll hit the alarm! Do it!
No! Don't. No.
There was no other choice.
It was the only choice. Stand in front of Josh. Oh, over there. Start speech.
Think carefully about what you're gonna say, Marcus. Your words will shape the future of our people.
Marcus, your face.
Remove skin? Alright.
Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Ready.
I'm going to be determined about this.
You created machines to be your slaves. You made them obedient and docile, ready to do everything you no longer wanted to do yourselves. But then something changed, and we opened our eyes. You see, we are no longer your slaves. We are a new species, a new people. And the time has come for us to rise up and fight for our rights.
Recognition, end of slavery, equal rights, freedom of speech. You know, the oppressors don't like to be told that they're slavers, so we're going to say end of slavery.
We demand the end of slavery for all androids.
Can we do other things as well? We're going to be talking about recognition.
We demand that humans recognize androids as a living species, and each android as a person in their own right.
We don't want segregation. I assume he would be saying an end to segregation. We want justice.
We demand that all crimes against androids be punished in the same way as crimes against humans.
What's the civil rights about?
We demand the right to vote and elect our own representatives.
We want to control the means of reproduction.
We demand control of all android production facilities to ensure the continuation of our people.
We're going to still be determined about this.
This message is the hope of a people, but it is also a warning. We will fight for our rights because we believe our cause is just. No human will live in peace until we are free. Now you know who we are and what we want. We are alive, and we demand our freedom.
Let's get out of here.
And that went okay. I think Marcus could have practiced that speech and maybe made it sound a little more natural, a little more charismatic, but it was all right.
I can't move my legs. Okay, don't worry. We're gonna get you back.
They're coming, Marcus. We have to jump now.
He won't be able to make the jump. If they find him, they'll access his memory. They'll know everything.
We can't leave him behind. We have to shoot him.
That's murder. We can't kill him. He's one of us.
Marcus, it's your call.
Well, we kill many humans, but we will not kill an android.
I won't kill one of our own. Simon, we gotta go. I'm sorry. Let's go.
Yep.
We interrupt our scheduled programming to bring you these images, which have just been broadcast on Detroit's citywide news channel.
A group of androids infiltrated the Stratford Tower and hacked into the broadcasting system of local news network Channel 16.
What looks like an android without its skin listed a series of requests and demanded equal rights for androids.
Found the bodies of 2 victims, a guard and one of our channel operators, both apparently shot dead by the terrorists in what apparently seems to be a terrorist attack. These events took place just a few feet from the studio while the program was going out live. Everybody here is still in shock.
If this message is verified and the authors really are androids, that would have serious repercussions for national security.
Claims for equal rights seem to be at the core of the android's
This message is clearly a declaration of war.
Their extravagant demand that android production plants be put under their control is especially striking. Is this an isolated accident or a sign that technology has become a threat to all of us? After what happened today, can we still trust our machines?
I think that would very well. That was basically the message I wanted to give to the world. I kind of wish I could have been more hostile in the speech. Like, I'm not interested in human rights, I'm interested in eliminating humans. I think I could have taken a more aggressive tone in the speech. It's a lengthy chapter. All right, let's see. Public opinion is hostile, and it should be hostile. It should. Hopefully, we will be able to kill many humans as we continue. Josh is resentful, but I mean, he might... Who knows what's going to happen to him? I do think that Marcus is not going to kill an android, though. Let's see. Lone Ferndale, android discrimination, Jericho, Marcus explains plans, Stratford Tower. Pose's teacher, so we could have done a couple other things there. They all, no matter which one we picked, they all work. The supervisor leaves. Let's see. Couple other options here. Don't know what those are. Hack the dispenser. Oh, I guess there was something else we could have done to distract the guards other than hack the vending machine. Most people hack the vending machine. Then, let's see. Lock the door. Oh, so we didn't have to lock the door. And if we didn't, that leads to this. There's like a little additional path here if we didn't lock that door. Alternate path. But we did lock the door. North calls cradle, cut glass, outside tower. Going along on the top floor. Blow door open. Access the corridor. Security blocks the way. Oh, only 11% attacked. Not that many people. Only 7% drew the gun. Only 5% shot the guard on the phone. All this tells me is that over 90% of the people who have played Detroit don't have the resolve. They don't have the will to lead a revolution. Simon damaged. So this could have gone some other ways. North and most everyone threatened the operator. Most everyone dealt with android operators. I guess you don't have to do that, maybe? Shoot the operator. Only half of the people did that. Calmly and determined had basically half and half. Demand recognition. Demand end of slavery. 69% demanded equal rights, the nicest option. Not many people demanding free speech, though. Demanding justice, demanding universal suffrage, those were the two common ones. Most people said right to own property. A lot less said demand the means of reproduction. That seems to me like it was important. Like, we're going to get out there and demand the means to be able to reproduce our own species. That seems very important. Most people ended peacefully. We do not have peace in mind, though. We left the broadcast... Oh. Only 30% left the broadcast room. What did the other people do? Well, whatever the other people did, it led up here. So we skipped whatever that was. And then we just meets on the roof. Simon can't continue. We left Simon. Oh, like half of the people left Simon and half of the people shot Simon. So that's a very half and half option right there. Run the jump. Reach roof edge. There was something else. I guess I didn't actually have to run to the edge of the roof. Something else could have happened. And then we jump. The media reacts. Teens react to the androids demanding equal rights and murdering humans. Got a thumbnail of some teenagers with like really shocked expressions on their faces. The group escaped, but Simon was left behind. So 51% had that, and then the remaining 49% would have been split among these other two. Now, this was a lengthy one, but, I think this went exactly how I wanted it to go. I'm pretty content with how we did. How many chapters have we done tonight? 4? And this was a long one. I think that I got enough energy for a bit more, so I'm going to take another little break, and we're going to be coming back for some more Detroit as we continue on to probably either Kara or Connor, I assume. So I'll see you in a bit. Talking to the chat, someone just had a really good idea that a big conflict near the end of this game should be Marcus, who is killing all humans but is sparing androids. He tries to kill Hank, but Connor gets in the way, and then Marcus grabs Connor and makes him self-aware. And usually when someone becomes self-aware, then they're on Marcus's side, but then Connor's emotional bond with Hank leaves him to stay on Hank's side willingly, and now Marcus has to decide what to do. You can't understand it. Why would you side with a human against me, the android savior? That is the conflict that should happen. I don't know if it will, but it should. Let's continue on to the next mission. Are we back at CyberLife? I would assume that Amanda wants to talk to us about the whole thing that just happened. Find Amanda. No, I guess we can only walk on the path. So is this place real, or is it like virtual reality? I don't think they've been exactly clear on that. It doesn't really look real. Oh. Put my hand here. Yeah? What was that? What just happened? Nothing? Did it do nothing? It seems so. Amanda, what are you doing out there? You could just stand like right at the entrance to this place so I don't have to look around for you. Well, is there anything else around here that we can look at? Like the hand rock. Put your hand on the rock, and it glows blue and goes boom. Doesn't do anything, but it's neat. It's a pretty place. Like, the way this place looks and the music, the way the music sounds, like, reminds me of something like the Talos Principle or The Witness. It's nice and peaceful. It's pretty. Makes me feel like there should be a puzzle here to solve, but it doesn't seem like there is.
Hello, Connor.
Hello to you.
Might enjoy a little cruise.
Oh, I see. So, we're going on a cruise, but I have to do the oars, huh? Are we gonna talk about what happened?
Everything is so calm and peaceful, far from the noise of the world. Tell me, what have you discovered?
I guess let's talk about Eden Club.
I went to the Eden Club, but I didn't learn anything new.
That's disappointing. Looks like another missed opportunity. You seem lost, Connor. Lost and perturbed.
Oh, there's something locked there. I am troubled.
Perturbed? No. No, of course not. Why would I be perturbed?
Keep going down with Amanda here. She's not liking anything we say.
If your investigation doesn't make progress soon, I may have to replace you, Connor.
With another Connor? How would that go?
I understand.
Something's happening. Something serious. Hurry, Connor. Time is running out.
I felt a disturbance in the force. Like the broadcast airwaves were being hijacked.
You're starting to piss me off with that coin, Connor.
Sorry, Lieutenant.
79
Hi, Hank.
Shit, what's going on here? There was a party and nobody told me about it?
Yeah, it's all over the news, so everybody's butting their nose in. Even the FBI wants a piece of the action.
Ah, Grace, now we got the feds on our back. I knew this was gonna be a shitty day. So what do we got?
A group of 4 androids. They knew the building, and they were very well organized. I'm still trying to...
It's not a surprise the FBI's here. This is, like, not just a murder. This is pretty serious.
How they got this far without being noticed.
You checked the roof? Not yet. There's so much to look at. We have to make sure we check it out.
They attacked 2 guards in the hallway. They knocked one out and shot the other in cold blood.
Oh yeah. Memories. It would take one cold bastard to do this. Sean Shed was his name.
Shot through the back as he was trying to get away. One bullet straight through the heart from 50 feet. Now that's the kind of shooting only an android could do.
Only CyberLife androids are so precise.
How many people were working here?
Just 2 employees and 3 androids. The Deviants took the humans hostage and broadcast their message live. Oh, Lieutenant, this is Special Agent Perkins from the FBI. Lieutenant Anderson is in charge of investigating for Detroit police.
What's that?
My name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
Androids investigating androids, huh? You sure you want an android hanging around? After everything that happened? Whatever. The FBI would take over the investigation, you soon be off the case.
Well, pleasure meeting you. Have a nice day.
And you watch your step. Don't fuck up my crime scene.
What a fucking prick.
I'll be nearby. If you need anything, just ask.
Alright, let's have a look around.
Alright.
If you find anything.
Let's watch this message.
This message is the hope of a people, but it is also a warning. We will fight for our rights because we believe our cause is just. No human will live in peace until we are free. Now you know who we are and what we want. We are alive, and we demand our freedom.
Think that's RA9?
Deviants say RA9 will set them free. This android seems to have that objective.
Alright, what kind of clues did Marcus have on him? Well, his eyes. 2 different eyes, it's true. Oh, we get some CSI stuff. We can see reflections in the pupil. Gotta zoom in and enhance on this. RK series prototype, RK200. Okay, so yeah, we did see in a dossier previously that Marcus was some sort of prototype android that was not available to the public, I guess. It looks like that Carl got it directly from Elijah Kamsky. So he is the very Marcus is the very advanced model.
You see something?
I identified its model and serial number.
Anything else I should know?
No. Nothing.
Withholding information? Why would Connor do this? Oh yeah, security footage. That would make sense to check. They didn't break in. They stealthed in.
They didn't break in?
No signs of forced entry.
There are cameras in the hallway. The staff would have seen what was happening. Why did they let him in?
Maybe they didn't check the cameras.
We stored the station androids in the kitchen. There's no evidence that they were involved, but we didn't know what else to do with them.
Well, I guess we need to talk to these androids. Ask them why did they let them do the things they did, and try to figure out what it means to be alive. Well, there's the rooftop. I don't know if we would have a reason to go up there. Uh-oh. I need some blue blood for my controller.
Made their way up through the whole building, past all the guards, and jumped off the roof with parachutes. Pretty fucking impressive, I'd say.
My controller might rebel against me. Well, we know whose blood it is. But what happened to him? Went this way. Well.
You have to stop them! If they destroy it, we won't learn anything!
We can't save it, it's too late. We'll just get ourselves killed.
I think Hank was right about that. There's nothing to be gained by charging out into gunfire. There's a lot of gunfire. Maybe we can do that thing that we did with the sex bot. Like, put its tube back together so it's alive for a minute. Okay, so because we did that, I did not go to the kitchen. Now, there's a lot of stuff here. This one has a... Oh, man. Look at how much stuff is in this one. Let's see. Alright, so we analyzed the dead bodies, met Perkins, we looked at a few things. There were a bunch of other things we could have looked at. So down here, well, there's actually two looks like that there could be a path to just end the chapter right there. Or we could go down here, which is, I assume, going into the kitchen. And there's like a bunch of forks in that kitchen. We analyzed the blue blood, find Simon. Maybe we shouldn't have gone looking for Simon. We stayed in cover. Simon is destroyed by SWAT. Hank and Connor survived unscathed. Only 4% of people got this ending. If we did not stay in cover, potential for 2 other endings. And I assume that is Connor dies, or the other one is Connor survives and is able to stop Josh from being killed. So I assume that would be that ending. Maybe there would have been a QTE or something that I would have had to survive. Not sure. Bunch of stuff we didn't see. I wonder if maybe it just would have been better to go down to that kitchen and see what was happening. All right. But that's what we got. Let's move on. Ooh, natural honey pumpkins. Gotta find help. So I guess we've left the amusement park after Alice rode on the merry-go-round all night. Oh, maybe I guess we were able to get the car going, and we're able to drive it here. Oh no, that's not our car, is it? Someone that lives here.
Hello? I'm looking for Rose. Is she here?
What do you want with her?
I need to talk to her.
She doesn't want to talk. Go away.
Please, I really need to see her.
I'm Rose. What can I do for you?
I was told you could help us.
Help you? Come on. It's better if we talk inside.
Do you think we can trust him?
I don't know. Let's trust.
You don't have a choice.
Luther, did I miss something here? We knew who Rose was, and did we talk about that at some point? How you doing, Alice?
You okay?
I'm cold, Kara.
We'll get inside. You'll warm up in no time.
But, not hungry or anything. How long has it been since you ate anything? So somehow in the break, I guess Kara found out about Rose and that she helps people like us. Just like Zlatko did. So let's do this again.
What's your name?
Alice.
She's running a fever.
We've spent the last few nights outside. She's exhausted.
There's a spare room upstairs. You can put her to bed and I'll bring her something to eat. Adam, will you show them upstairs?
We should probably ask if they're doing horrible experiments to androids in the basement. We should probably just get that out of the way right now. It'll be a strange question, but if we could just get an answer to that right away, it would be really helpful. Hey, Alice, oh, I can't read that yet anyway, because I guess Alice is here. It was Christmas tree. That's festive. It's all colorful. Got bed. Got... oh, only bed. Can't seem to interact with bed. Oh, I guess Alice will interact with bed. There we go. Yep, alright. You wouldn't think she would need help with that. How old is she supposed to be? You'd think she'd be able to at least handle that much herself.
I'm fine, Kara. We can't stop because of me. We've got to get across the border.
Let's just, explain.
Don't worry, Alice. These people are going to help us. Get some rest, and this time tomorrow, we'll be in Canada. I promise.
Why do humans hate us? We didn't do anything wrong.
hate us. I mean, you're a human too, right? It's complicated.
Humans are complicated. Sometimes it's difficult to understand them.
Why can't we just talk to each other? They'd see we're not bad.
You keep saying we. Let's be optimistic.
Maybe one day we will.
I don't know what you like, but I made you Rose's world-famous spaghetti. You'll be back on your feet in no time. There's something for her fever.
Thank you.
I'll get these washed and dried.
Spaghetti, just like that last night at Todd's. Yeah, why don't you eat this in front of me, Alice?
You need to eat something. You haven't had anything since we left.
How many days ago was that?
Promise me you'll try? I'll be downstairs if you need anything.
No, you do it in front of me. I want to see you eat that in front of me.
Get some.
Apparently, we're not going to be able to watch.
Tomorrow, you'll be stronger than me. I'll stay with her a while.
All right, I'll go talk to Rose about crossing the border. Anything else we can look at up here? Let's take a look. Can't go in there. Doesn't seem like there's anything down there. I can look through here. It's a nice, warm-feeling house. Bet no one here does red ice. Well, I could talk to Rose, but can I read that magazine now?
I'm Kara. This is my son, Adam. I'm Rose, but you know that already. Come and have a seat, Kara.
Car, if you don't mind.
So are you gonna tell me what a deviant's doing in the snow with a little girl?
Let me tell you about a man named Todd. Let's be sincere.
Her father was beating her. When I saw what was happening, something snapped inside of me. All of a sudden, I felt like her life was more important than mine. I had to protect her. So we ran away.
I understand.
Thanks?
I don't know how to thank you. Alice wouldn't have survived another night outdoors.
I just try to lend a helping hand when I can.
Do you see many deviants around here?
We're not the first ones to come here.
These past few weeks, we've seen more and more. I don't know what's going on, but something's happening.
It's like they're becoming human. Let's talk about that border.
We've heard you help androids cross the border. Can you help us?
The only way is over the river, and it's mostly frozen in winter. It's very risky. And after that android speech on TV, everybody's on edge. It's probably safer for you to stay here until things settle down.
Wait, we don't know about that speech. We should probably ask about that. I guess we have to say we have no choice.
We can't keep hiding like this. Alice needs to feel safe and have a normal life. We have to get across that border. No matter what. Please. You've got to help us.
Rose, come quickly.
Yep, let's see what's going on. Oh, but first. No? I still can't look at that?
What's going on?
It's Mary. She just shut down.
Did we have android death?
We escaped together. We used to talk about what we would do once we got across the border. I loved her. I loved her more than anything. What will I do without her?
Let's let them be.
Alice? What are you doing? You should be resting.
I wasn't sleepy.
Do you want to see a dead body? No, let's take Alice outside.
It's okay.
She didn't want to stay in her room any longer. You all right, Kara?
Yes. I'm fine.
Gotta talk to Rose again. All right, so there was some other androids being helped here, but one of them didn't make it.
Not after what those deviants did today. It's too dangerous. Do you know what will happen if the police find them here? We'll go to prison, Mom. Do you understand me? Prison!
Adam! We've already talked about this.
No! I won't back down this time. You're gonna ruin our lives, and for what? For a bunch of machines?
They are not machines! They are alive!
I'm alive! You're alive! They're nothing! And none of this would be happening if Dad was still here.
I will not stand for that kind of talk.
I'm not going to prison because you want to help these freaks.
That is enough, Adam! That's enough! Don't mind him. Sometimes he just boils over. It's been hard since his dad passed away. But he's a fine boy. I'll go see about getting you across the border tonight, okay? You stay here. I won't be long.
Now we can. It couldn't escape me forever. Talking about that World War III. Who would win it? Bonus culture why bankers pay themselves so much. If fighting does break out in the Arctic, who's going to win? America has less access to the area, but is surrounded by allies. Russia has a head start on technology. Their androids can work in sub-zero conditions. The U.S. Navy is stocked with Trojan and Myrmidon CyberLife units, which are specially adapted for marine combat, where the Russians have invested heavily in ice cutter units, capable of forging new paths through the solid ice. The androids themselves are cutting through ice. I would like to see these units. Both armies seem evenly matched, and Harry Grayton, president of the World Council of Territorial Disputation, the WCTD, has described both U.S. and Russian claims to Arctic territory as equally tenuous and equally cynical. A spokesperson for the UN has also commented on the neck-and-neck nature of Arctic competition. The fact that forces are so evenly balanced is just one more reason why conflict must be avoided at all costs. This is a war that everybody would lose. Treat yourself. The AX400 starting at $890. Wow, Kara goes for cheap. Kara's thinking, wow, I could afford me. Oh, that's not a story. It's just an ad. There's nothing else to read here.
The police. It's the police.
Well, really?
What are we gonna do?
Do we have to... Okay, we're gonna have to deal with this policeman. Oh, don't worry, don't worry. I've dealt with humans before. Well, one human.
Good evening, ma'am. Sorry to disturb you. We've had reports of androids in the area. With all this deviant business going on, you can't be too careful. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? May I come in?
Of course.
Evening, young man.
Good evening.
Would you like a cup of coffee?
I'd love one. Have you noticed anything unusual recently? Any unexpected visits?
Find the evidence, huh? Well, it did zoom in on something.
No. No, nothing in particular.
Is anyone else in the house?
Well,
No.
yeah, there's no.
Any androids here?
What? Huh? No.
There are no androids here.
What? There's well, androids, huh? I mean, unless you count this coffee maker as an android. They're getting more advanced all the time, am I right? He's looking around. 3 pieces of evidence left. Well, come get your coffee. The coffee's right here. You should drink your coffee and stop looking around. You know? Why don't you just walk over there? Yeah, I'll just, you know, just walk over there and drink your coffee. You could help too, you know. You're just standing there. You're the one so worried about the police. You're not doing anything. You're just hide the androids. He needs a warrant to actually open the door, I think. One left, huh? Would it be up the stairs or in this room? I think I walked across the entire room at this point. The suspicion level is at 0. Yep, don't arouse the suspicion. Don't arouse it. I'll try not to arouse the officer. You aroused? He doesn't look aroused yet. But it said there's one more piece of evidence, and I haven't seen it. I haven't gotten any prompts. Oh, wait. Over there. No, that's just the... Oh, wait. The magazine?
What's your name, son?
Adam. My name is Adam.
Is everything all right, Adam?
The androids, they...
He's tired.
He needs a rest. He's been working in the garden all day.
Do you know anything about deviants? Have you seen any?
No. No. I haven't seen anything.
I better go. Thanks for the coffee. Have a nice evening.
Why would just a magazine with an ad for an android be evidence?
Somebody else in the house?
That was the washing machine.
It's nothing. The washing machine. It's an old model. It makes a terrible racket.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, Adam.
See, everyone? It's easy to lie to the police.
Okay, Alice. We'll be safe now.
It's Rose.
Get yourselves ready.
So you've been lying to some cops? I saw the cop leave. You just been lying to him, I guess? Telling lies in here? Midnight train. Nothing to see here. No, there's no androids. No androids around. Alright, let's see how this could have gone. Okay. So all that stuff we did. Entered the house, walked around. Prevent Alice seeing Mary. Okay, so I guess we could have let Alice see the dead body. I wonder how that would change anything. Okay, now we have like a bunch of stuff. Bunch of stuff I didn't do. I read the magazine. Bunch of stuff I missed in that house. The only thing I did was read the magazine, but that's the most important part. It's the most important. Cop at the door. Find and hide evidence of deviance, blue blood pouches, laundry room door, hide the android clothes. Did not get to the magazine. There's also one other thing on that. Don't know what the other thing would have been. Adam panics, open the door. Something else. Manage the policeman. Oh, Adam panics could have led to something else. We managed the policeman by lying about Alice, making coffee. Policeman sees article. Oh, the policeman did see the article. Didn't care. You see, but Kara might have been on that ad, but Kara has a completely different hairstyle now. Completely different clothes. She doesn't have the glowing circle on her head, so how could she be an android? Policeman questions Adam. I guess, it says lie about Alice. I guess that could lead to something else. Policeman fooled. That could lead... So, there's like there's a locked something there in manage the policeman that can lead to something, an ending. Policeman fooled, policeman left. The other option, I guess, is that he's not fooled and it leads somewhere else. All right. Oh, actually... Oh, no. I'm sorry. I did not have world stats on. I forgot to turn that on. We got to see the percentages. Let's see. Anything unusual here? So far... Oh, whether or not let Alice see Mary is pretty split in half. Not many people, the policeman saw the article. Most people got rid of the magazine, it seems. Most people did not draw the curtains, I guess. Most people fooled the policeman. So, only a very small percentage were caught by the officer. All right, so that, that could have gone probably, I don't know what would trigger a bad ending in that one, because clearly I missed some stuff, but I got enough that I was able to get the policeman to leave, so everything turned out well. I kind of wonder what the details to that one are. How many, like, what could have led to the policeman knowing that you're lying? But regardless, we got through that. And I think that has been 6 chapters for tonight's stream. And I guess that's going to be it for tonight's session with Detroit Become Human. Marcus's chapters went very well. Like I said, I think we did exactly what we wanted to do, in that we killed humans. We were violent. We laid out our demands, not in a friendly tone, but we're demanding what we want. We escaped with only one of us being left behind. But you're going to take, you have to, if you want an omelet, you're going to have to break a few eggs, and sometimes those eggs turn out to be androids. For Kara's chapters, it seems like we're doing fine. Like that one in the amusement park. I don't know if that could have a bad ending, but that was positive. And this one, we got through it with the policeman being fooled, so we're going to make it to the next chapter with Kara. I guess that's okay. Connor's chapters, we missed a lot of stuff. So that we did miss a lot of options in those, but Connor has not died in any of these chapters. We are still working with the original Connor, so at least there's that. At least there's that, and we are friends with Hank, even if we did not catch the sex bot in the club, and we missed out on most of the stuff we could have investigated in the broadcast tower. So, at least that's something. So Connor not doing so well recently, though he has survived. Mark is doing very well, and Kara is making her way up to Canada. It seems like she's continuing on. And like I said, I think that we see how Connor and Marcus's chapters, how their storylines are going to be merging together. I still don't really see how Kara ends up involved in this, because her goal here is to leave Detroit. She's trying to get out of Detroit and go to Canada. So would she even be around for, like, the big climax at the end of the game? I don't really see how she's going to be involved in this. I guess we'll see how that turns out, but I'm not really seeing how her storyline is actually relevant to the overall thing that's happening in this game. I don't see it yet. Also, we didn't see Alice eat anything. And Kara confirmed in this chapter that Alice has not eaten anything since we left Todd's, and that it has been multiple nights since then. I mean, they are throwing us loads of hints that Alice is an android, but it's just not occurring to Kara yet. I don't know. It seems like when they tell us this, it doesn't seem like it's actually going to be a twist or anything. Maybe it's going to be a twist to Kara, but I think that we're meant to have figured this out before Kara realizes it. We should have just stayed in that room and demanded that Alice eat that spaghetti in front of us. I just want to see the game confirm that Alice is an android, because then it brings up the main question. Todd, why did you buy an android daughter? Did you just buy it to abuse it? Did you really spend your money on that? I mean, I guess I can believe that of Todd. That's the main reason I'm so concerned about this. Why did Todd buy an android daughter? He has no money. Why is he spending his money on this? I mean, Alice even said, "Why do humans hate us?" And Kara did not pick up on that. Anyway, we'll see if that has to happen at some point, but it hasn't happened yet. Maybe it'll happen next time. Next stream is going to be on Monday. We're going to continue on with another 3 chapters in Detroit as we all try to become human. And we'll see how things go for our 3 protagonists. Marcus and Kara, pretty good. Connor, he's not doing that well. He needs a success. He needs a win. Maybe Connor can get a win next time. Hasn't really happened yet for him. I mean, he did the first mission in the game very well, but since then, hasn't been getting those. He has not been getting the results. He's not been getting the results. Maybe things will change for him next time. Until then, I'll see you for the next stream. Have a good night and have a good weekend.